Good morning, everybody. Welcome to North Group's first online mastermind that is including all 4 of our states. We are excited to share some valuable information with you today and give you the opportunity to talk and get to meet each other. We will continue to do these. All of them will look very different month after month, every other month. We haven't decided exactly what, so we will want your feedback on this and how it goes. I get the pleasure of introducing Scott Wilkinson to you, our leader. We still have people joining. Scott, if you want to just take a minute. Scott Wilkinson started our company a few years ago, and he has some valuable facts to share with you this morning.
Everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Hey, where'd you get that picture at?
You like that, right?
Yeah, I don't know where you got that.
Yeah, I was stalking everybody on Facebook, stealing some good pictures.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, welcome everyone. Thanks for coming. How much 100 on here so far? That's awesome. We're trying to do the masterminds in each market, and that's kind of going sometimes great, sometimes not. But we want you guys to lead those masterminds because it helps us get better as a company. The feedback you give us on those is what helps us grow and helps us get better. So same thing here. Tell us what you need, what you're looking for, what we can do better, things that we can provide for you. That's what we're here for, to figure out the best way to run this company. And your feedback is what makes that better, right? Just let us know any way you can, whether it's email or call the office or Facebook, whatever. Just let us know so we can look at it, figure it out, see if it can make us better. If we can do cost effective, obviously, is also part of it. But yeah, please do let us know that. I know we have ups and downs on things, but let us know the good and the bad, right? I rarely get the good, but I get the bad all the time. Although Hilton Spence, I don't know if he's on here or not, he called me one day and told me how great the office staff was doing. That made my day, because I don't get that very often. I get the bad calls, not the good calls. So if y'all would have called me with something good, that's awesome too. But I don't mind the bad calls either. It makes us better. Just to give you an update, I know we send the stuff out on Facebook for everybody who's not on Facebook. I think we're about year to date, we're about 1.3 billion in closed sales. We have about 3,600 units closed, and this is our 3rd full year in business. We started in July of 2020, right in the middle of COVID, now we're in 4 states, and we're going to stay in those 4 states. I don't see us going anywhere else. I like North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida, and no really reason to go anywhere else at this point. But we really do like those 4 states. Florida's on here. I saw Mike Ferguson on here. How you feeling, buddy? I saw you on here earlier. Glad you're on here. He's our Florida broker.
Doing better, thank you.
Oh, good, man. I appreciate it. You're on the boat, it looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. No place else to be.
I love it. Well, cool. So we're over, I think we're 1,015 agents right now. And again, this is our 3rd full year, just over 3 years in business, July 2020. So that's fantastic. Thank you for all the support. I mean, again, to make your real estate career all you want it to be, just let us know what we can do better, from what we can provide information wise to when I send out the weekly videos, what you want to hear from me on that, doing these masterminds, things like that helps us become a better company. A couple of things I put in the video this week. I know everybody's filing a commission lawsuit that's going on right now. I don't know how many of you subscribe to Inman, but they're actually covering the case like minute by minute. So every day you get an email from Inman, it kind of goes over the case and what's being done on that. So I don't know how much of an impact that'll have. Again, these masterminds are kind of what have you heard? I'm on all the Facebook groups and all the negativity and the positivity on those groups. So just keep in mind the source when you look at that stuff. So if you want to go for like real estate news, Inman's probably a good source if you want to follow Inman. I think some of the boards actually include that in your membership. If not, I think maybe a couple $100 a year. I don't remember what the cost is, but it is a wealth of information for tools and systems and just overall real estate news. So I follow that pretty closely, and I also, do my own research on the lawsuit. So I don't really have any answers for you what's going to happen. I do know the trial's set for the next 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks now. It started this week, so every day you can get an update on Inman. So we can talk about that and what strategies about going forward on this mastermind. I know on the video I also told you about people not wanting to be members of NAR. That's really not an option right now. It is required by most of the board or most of the MLSs to have a board membership before you can get MLS access. Canopy being the one here in Charlotte that requires it. Atlanta obviously has the option of not doing it, but for the most part, everybody's you got to be part of NAR, which is National Association of Realtors, to get MLS access. Other than that, welcome. I guess Aaron's going to kind of go through this presentation. If you have any questions or chats, I think we got somebody monitoring the chats. I think Alex is doing that. So if you have any questions, you can pop them in there and we'll try to respond to those. But other than that, welcome and thank you so much for being with us today, and look forward to doing these on a monthly or quarterly basis.
Thank you, Scott. Appreciate that. I stuck the info@northgroupre.com in the chat box. If you do want to provide feedback or have any ideas for the company, please send them there. We want to go through just a couple of things with you with all of our sister companies today before we get started with that. Methods of communication for the company that you can count on. Of course, North Group Real Estate Hangouts on the Facebook. Make sure you're a member there. It's a very active group full of ideas and support. We have monthly newsletters that go out, and then Tidbit Tuesdays that come out from Lindy, and also have the videos from Scott in them. So make sure that you are receiving all these. If you are not receiving them, please send an email and notify us that you're not. Ashley is going to lead us through discussing and introducing our sister companies today. Ashley with North Group Title. You want to take over?
Yes. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you guys for joining us. I do want to mention too that we do have an events calendar that everyone can access as well. It is northgroupevents.com. That's where you're going to see all events all over the North Group family. So today we're going to just take a brief moment to speak with you all about our sister companies. Our sister companies are very important to North Group Real Estate because they really help keep your dues low. Our sister companies that we're going to be talking about today include NH Title Group, which is me. Lynn Thomas with North Group Insurance will be coming up next after I speak. And then Lee Baker with North Group Mortgage is also going to speak. And then after Lee, Lindy Blanchard with Operations is also going to speak. So I'll go ahead and get into it. Okay, this is a little slide right here. If you guys have interest in learning more about any of these services, I'm sure we can probably put this slide back up at the end of the presentation. All you guys need to do is just put your camera up to those QR codes, and it will take you to the individual groups' websites. So you have all the contact information and all of that. All right, so I'm Ashley Duncan with NH Title. Really quickly about me, I've been in the real estate business in the North Carolina area since 2005 in different capacities. So I have been a paralegal. I have done title insurance for many years, as well as sales and marketing to a lot of you lovely agents in a past life. So NH Title Group, we only do title insurance. I just want to make sure that that is made very clear today. We only write the title insurance binder. Right now, we are only writing title insurance binders in the state of North Carolina. We can write title in South Carolina. However, most attorneys' offices don't want to share that premium with us. So shout out to Bree in Charleston if she's on here. She tried to get an attorney's office to use us down in Charleston, and I really thought we had it, but they came back and said they couldn't use us. So I just want to thank her very much for actually trying to get us some business in South Carolina. So again, mostly writing in North Carolina and can write in South Carolina. Georgia and Florida, those are my next states to move into once we get North Carolina where I'd like it. In those two states, we will be trying to find attorney partners and title insurance partners. So going back to NH Title, we only write title insurance. So what does that mean? So that means that we don't have any other piece of the puzzle. The attorney still does the title search, and then they put together a preliminary title opinion, and that's what is sent to us at NH Title. We then process your binder. So what is title insurance? This is important for all states to know what title insurance is. So even if I didn't mention that we're writing in your state right now, you are still welcome. And please reach out to me with any questions. Our underwriters still underwrite in all of the states that we are in. So if you ever have a question, I may not know the answer right off the top of my head. I may not know the answer in North Carolina off the top of my head. However, I do have folks that I can call to get that answer for you. So if you do have any title questions, don't hesitate to call me in any state. Title insurance protects both the lenders and home buyers against loss or damage occurring from liens, encumbrances, or defects in a property's title or actual ownership. The title insurance protects from, and I'm not going to read those out to you. You can see those below. So this is a little sheet that you guys can send out to your clients. A lot of people, know that they have to have title insurance, but they don't know why or what it covers. So I have a lot of educational materials. If you have any clients that are pushing back or have a title question, you are more than welcome to reach out to me. I can also get you guys a title insurance quote. Let's say that you have a client that is really concerned and worried about their fees. Reach out to me. I'm happy to get you guys a quote, and that way you guys know exactly how much that's going to be. When attorneys or lenders give you guys a quote, that is just an estimate most of the time. That's kind of them just saying, I think it's going to be X when it really could be Y. So again, reach out to me for any title quotes that you need, any title questions you need. If you're using one of our partner attorneys and you don't have title back, call me. I'll figure out where it is or figure out what's going on. I've also helped several agents clear up title issues as well. So if you guys have any questions on title issues, that's what title insurance is for. We help clear up and clean up those issues. If you'll move to the next slide. Thank you. Okay, the title insurance preference form. This is the most important document, in my opinion, obviously in Loop, not in everyone else's, but if I could get all of our North Carolina agents to have their buyers click yes on this form, it would be so very helpful to us. Even if you're using a partner attorney, that form still needs to go over to the attorney. So step one, have your clients click yes. I have educational materials to send you guys to supplement this document. I also am very happy to talk to your clients if they have any questions. So number one, have this form signed yes. Number two, send this form over to the attorney's office when you send your contract. I ask for this extra step because in North Carolina, title insurance companies are a dime a dozen. They are everywhere. Everyone has their own title insurance company. Builders have their own title, lenders have their own title, other real estate firms have their own title, which by the way, that's why we named NH Title Group, NH Title and not NG Title. So NH Title stands for North Group Holdings. We did that so when another agent from another company sees us on the settlement statement or CD, they aren't saying, oh, well, I didn't want to support North Group. So that's why we're called NH Title. So if you can, one, have your client click yes and sign it and then send it to the attorney. If you want to CC me on the email, you are more than welcome to, especially if it's an attorney that you don't see on our partner attorney list. One thing I will make sure to push out to everyone is our educational materials, our process form that you guys saw at the very beginning, and this preference form, and just kind of like a list of what I would love for you guys to do, and then also partner attorneys in our markets. Right now we have a pretty good group of attorneys in Charlotte, Raleigh, New Bern and Fayetteville areas, Wilmington, and some in the Triad. Obviously, we are trying to build each market out as much as we can. I don't want to ever tell you guys, no, you can't use a certain attorney. We want to work with the attorneys that you all like to work with, and hopefully it can be a smooth process. Another thing that I can do really quickly before I move on are very small title searches. I'll give an example. I had an agent reach out to me that was showing a house months ago, and she said, hey, Ashley, the guy who I'm showing this property to is concerned about the lot that is behind the house and then the lot that's behind that house. He's concerned who owns it and can any building be done on those lots. So I was able to pull up the deeds from both of the lots and figure out who owned them, and also look at the restrictive covenants to see whether or not what the stipulations were for building on those lots. So I was able to give her some very valuable information to give to her client before she went out and showed the property. I am looking into services on the listing side as well for small title searches there. We are working on that. They just changed the judgment system in Mecklenburg County and they're starting to roll it across the whole state. So you will probably see some issues with that. The system did not go well in Wake County, so they just decided they would try Mecklenburg next, which blows my mind. But anyway, so if you guys have any questions on that or any issues with that,
Actually, there's a
let me know. And then
question.
I saw a good question from Lee. Thank you, Lee. So the question Lee asked is, is title insurance more expensive if you go with NH Title? The answer is no. The Department of Insurance in North Carolina and in every state in which there's title insurance is regulated by the Department of Insurance. So the rates are set by the NCDOI and we have to go by those. So no, using NH Title is not going to cost your client any more than going with another company. The benefit of using NH Title are all the other services that I just mentioned that we offer, as well as you have someone that is looking out and advocating for your client. So again, if there is a title issue or something going on, I generally step in and work with that attorney to get it cleared up. The other day I had an awesome agent, Tahana Sellers, try and get us to be used on a file. So thank you for that. However, there was a clout on title, and going back with us was not going to help her client. It was going to extend the search period and cost her client a little bit more money. So I said, okay, attorney's office, you go back with the prior title insurance company instead of going with us, because one, I never want to hinder a closing, cost your borrower more money. So again, we are truly advocating for you and for your clients here, and it helps keep your dues down. And if you guys have any questions or need anything, I am always here. I did just hire someone. They are starting next week. She has a lot of experience in the title insurance industry. I'm not going to give her information out yet because I don't want to overwhelm her. But I do have some help. So I will have a lot more things that we're able to offer and bring you in the future. All right. I think that's it. Next up, we're going to have Lynn Thomas, Director of Operations for North Group Insurance.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, Lynn Thomas, Director of Operations for the Insurance Division. Just a little bit about us. We are property and casualty. We can assist your clients with small commercial, homeowners, auto, and we also have life license. So we can write the life insurance policies. Recently, we've had a lot of interest in mortgage protection, and of course, we can incorporate that into that life policy. We have two producers, Lee Worth and Clay Thomas, and they're always here to assist, as am I, with any questions that you have. We have a new account manager, Catherine Cashin. She started last week. She's in training right now, but she's going to be awesome. She's been in the industry since 1996. I have been in the industry since 2006 and have always worked in a very similar capacity. We are an independent agency, so we have many different carriers that we can go to just to fit your client's needs. We are in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. We're working on Florida. That's a very difficult state. But I do have companies that I can refer you to that do write in Florida. They just won't accept a non-residence license at the moment. Again, we can do some small commercial. If you have a developer or someone that needs, an assistance with a GL, a general liability, we can help with those. And for our quoting, the best way is that we find that's most successful is if you were to send us an email, CC your client, and allow us to reach out to them. And that way you're kind of in the loop. They know to expect, a phone call or an email from us. We also have our website, and you can go there, click on if you want to. Yep. If you want to get a quote from us, just simply get a quote, send that over. That's going to go to Lee, Clay, and myself. And we're happy to, we'll respond to you whether you prefer email, a phone call. You can do this for your clients as well. But like I said, again, it's typically most successful if we were to receive that email with them CC'd in on it, so that they kind of know who we are. They trust you, and therefore, they're going to trust that you're advising them well with who to go to for insurance. So, and anytime you have a question, flood zones, or, they have certain pipes, they just have, a risk that maybe, other carriers can't provide coverage for, reach out to us. We're happy to assist. With our 20 plus carriers, we can typically either find a home for them for their insurance, or source them out, let them know who they can contact. So we're just here to help you, and to form a partnership and build the North Group brand.
Lynn, there's a question. What is the turn time for insurance quotes?
Typically 24 hours tops. But it just depends. If it's something that's a little more, if it's more difficult to write, we do have to submit those to the underwriters. Typically, our turnaround time for the underwriters, 48 hours tops. So thank you guys so much. But yes, again, just reach out to me at that number that you see, or send me a quick email, and we're here to help.
Lynn, there's another question. Do you provide small business renters insurance?
We do. Yes.
So business insurance also?
Yes, we do small commercial.
All right, next up, we have Lee Baker, our branch manager for the North Group Mortgage team.
Hey everybody, so my name's Lee Baker, if I haven't had the pleasure of meeting you yet. I know you've been waiting to hear the mortgage presentation, so I know that every realtor has never heard from a mortgage lender before, and they're not being bombarded by them right now, and I know you just really want to hear the information that I have to give you. So pay attention, because I do have the biggest change for everybody. And as some very exciting news, our North Group mortgage team has made a move over to a new company, Premier Lending. And we are super excited about the move. We transitioned all over the last 2 weeks. We've been doing training. So what this means for you on my next slide is that we have a wide array of products. Obviously, we could spend the whole session talking about products, but I'm going to leave that to your assigned loan officer to reach out to you and let you know that, because they should be better rates. They just have, they run a very flat company here. And so there's not a lot of margins built into the interest rates. Interest rates are what they are right now. So we're trying to continue to adapt to what clients' needs and product needs are in this market to help you sell more. So those are two really great highlights, of course, that every lender is going to tell you. We can do quick closings. 8, we can do like a traditional FHA conventional VA with no problems, no hiccups. We can promise if you need to, we can do an 8-day closing here. We like to ask for 21 days. And then obviously your typical 30 days. We do have a lot of products that are niche products. So like non-warrantable condos, bank statement loans for investors, DSCR, which is like just taking the rent and like using that to qualify. A wide array of things. Obviously, those are going to take longer than this time period. So don't write the contracts for those that we would like 45 to 60 days on those, just because they, we do have a product for construction to perm loans. We have added some additional Rockstar loan officers through this transition who are very knowledgeable, very experienced, and very energetic and ready to get your business and be a partner with you. And then we will still continue any client that has closed with us while we were at Rapid. And here we will continue that if they're closing within the period. We haven't set a time period yet until we kind of get out of this. We will honor the one free refinance for life program for anyone that closes with us during this time period. So that what that basically means is we won't do lender fees. We'll cover the appraisal costs, all of those things. Anything that we could cover, we will. Obviously there will be still third-party things like attorney's fees and stuff. So we won't be covering other people's fees, but our fees we will be covering. Next slide, please. Okay, what you can expect from us: a clear and consistent pre-approval process. We are working through that right now. Your loan officer, your client will receive the same communication, the same time of communication, a mortgage consultation, and a mortgage coach analysis of what product that they should go with. So they are ready to shop with you, and you know that nothing is going to go through the cracks. They will be required to turn in documentation. And they have requirements that we have to have before we can issue pre-approvals. And honestly, I know quick is like the biggest thing that everybody wants in pre-approvals, but our biggest thing on our team is that we want to make sure that your loan goes through and it goes smooth, because it's a reflection of you. And when we get all the documentation up front, that we have a 95% better shot than just running credit and writing a pre-approval quickly. We will do pre-approval decisions within 24 hours or less, and you will have that expectation for you when you send us a lead. We will respond with that, what the time frame will be for that. Every client's different, right? If they're self-employed, we got to get tax returns. So if they can't provide their tax returns and they don't have them and we have to wait for an accountant, we have to wait, right? If they work for Bank of America and they've had the same job for 20 years, that's very simple, right? So, but we are very quick on that. And we are very efficient on the pre-approval process. We also want to provide a lot of support and resources for you. We really want to be partners in this experience, and we don't just want you to feed us the leads and us close the leads. That's not what we want. We want to support you through whatever you need or whatever you have problems with. I hope some of you have been able to attend some of the events that we had. I know we just had one last month with an accountant and like a financial planner and things like that you just need to help with your business, that we can be a support for, because we're obviously in this together. And then again, just to touch on the consistent communication, you will every client should receive a Tuesday update once they're under contract from buyer, seller's agent, and the buyer. And that is for you, so you don't have to constantly contact the seller's agent if they're asking questions, so we can help you out on that. And then so you kind of know, you and your client know what's going on throughout the process. Obviously, if there's anything that happens in between that, we will do that. But that's one of our main communication pieces. And then Thursday we call PALs, which is our pre-approved and looking. So even if they are saying we're 6 months out, we're 3 months out, or whatever, we're calling every Thursday whoever's pre-approved with us and giving them an update. We also have anytime we talk to a client, we give you an update. So you have to know if we talk to them, we'll leave a message every Thursday if we don't talk to them, but if we talk to them, we will give you a call and let us know. And those are your promises. Those are my promises to you of what we're delivering right now. And if you are not getting this, at any point you need to reach out to me. I'm the manager. I'm actually not producing right now. So all I am here to do is support you and try to earn your business. If you'll go
Hey,
to the
Lee,
next-
there's several questions. Can I read them to you?
Yeah. Mhm.
Will there be local LOs possibly in the outer markets?
We are continually trying to do that but we have to find the right fit. We're only hiring people who are fantastic, that want to serve our community and get what we're doing and fit our vision. And when we find that person, we're always welcome to. If you guys know people that you feel like fit that, please let me know. We'll interview them and see if we think that they're a fit internally, knowledge and culture wise. But until then, we can support your teams with open house materials. We will travel to, masterminds or anything. And, Zoom obviously is a good tool, but we will still have the same resources that we did here, where we can help you with open house flyers. We can help you with things that we would be able to do locally that we're not right now, if that makes sense. But we are, like I said, we're continually looking for things. And if you have somebody, let us know.
With the transition, will the mortgage company moving forward offer free refi on the lender fees?
Yes.
That is with Premier.
Yes. We will continue to honor that.
Do we have a Spanish speaking LO?
We have a Spanish speaking loan officer assistant and a business development. And actually my application since we came over to Premier is in Spanish. So we have all the resources we need. Isaac is our business development person. He speaks fluent Spanish. And he is, he does a fantastic job. That's his passion, is serving that community. And then obviously for document and paperwork stuff, we have Stephanie, who speaks fluent Spanish as well. And they're both native speakers, so they can handle it between the two of them. They got it.
Is there a list of complete lenders that you can send out?
Yes. With anything, we're still transitioning some people over, and you know how it is when you guys leave, when you left your old firm, right? You have some closing, some everything. So everybody's coming over slowly. And we're almost to that point where we have a full list that we can distribute. But we will be looking for that in the coming days.
Can you send out a flyer on the free refi?
Yes, we have one. We will make sure to do that and follow up with everybody after this.
Also, Lindy posted a list of the lenders. I believe there were a couple missing off of that list, but that was a pretty complete list on Facebook this past week.
Yeah.
Do we just email you if we are interested in open house materials? What's the best way to get those?
Yes, if Aaron, if you'll go to the next slide, I might address some of this stuff on the next slide. I think I have a next slide, right? Oh, no, I don't. Okay. Let me see. So the last thing is we want to earn your business. We do not expect it, but we would really, 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 really like for you to give us a shot. So the best way to refer us is to text the client, like do a introduction text with the client and your loan officer. That really helps us. It becomes a warm lead. It's easier to get in touch with. Then they know that you like, know, and trust us. The way that we have assigned loan officers up until this point has, it's a very complicated process because people are coming and going and all of that, right? And so we're assembling our team and we're about to reevaluate all of that at the end of October. So having said that, if you are assigned to a loan officer that you just love or would love to be assigned to the loan officer, please email me that information. And vice versa. If you just don't like, if you don't feel like you're a fit or you don't know who your person is, please email me too. We've talked a lot about like being able to do how we should organize the agents. And at the end of the day, we want everybody to have an assigned person because we want you to be followed up with and have a person that you can go to at all times, right? And so we feel like that's the best process. But having said that, if earning your business is more important than who you're assigned to, right? So I'd like nothing more for you to like, for your person to be Danielle, and Danielle lives in the country and on a farm, and you have a person that loves the country and wants to live on a farm, and so you send her to Danielle. And then you really like Brad because he lives in Birkdale and he knows all about Birkdale. So, you know, if that's who you want to refer, you don't have to refer that person. We want your business over everything. That's the overarching point. And because we are going to do such a good job consistently on the process and pre-approval process, now that we've moved over to Premier Lending, we know that it's going to be the same process whoever you go to, but it's a matter of liking, knowing, and trusting them, and we want you to have that, right? We know when you hand us a lead that it's like handing gold over to us, because we take the baton next, right? And we know that that's so important to you, and so we want to make sure that we do the best that we can, and everybody on the team is on that same page and wants to make sure that we're doing that. So I think I see some more questions. Is your previous loan officer the same now? If you want that, yes, just let me know. We're not going to do like this big like shuffle. We're just going to look at who's referring, and if they're not referring, then there's something going on, right? So we're trying to figure out how to best serve you is the main thing. Do we offer competitive rates or incentives to the clients? Yes, our rates are very competitive. And the incentive that we're offering right now is the free because everybody feels like rates are going to go down sometime in the next 1 to 2 years. And that incentive is if they do a loan with us now, we will refinance for them for free one time in their lifetime. You have assigned for CP loans? Or can any of the loans do this? What do you mean CP loans? I'm sorry. We do offer 100%. We have all the down payment assistance, construction firm. No, everybody can do that. Do we offer 100% loan products or loan grants? We definitely do. We have all the state agencies like House Charlotte. We have North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, and Georgia. And we have Chinoa, which is another popular one that we did not have at the last company. Anyone else? Okay, like I said, this is my contact information. I'll put it in the group. And anytime, anytime you have a question or anything that you need, please just reach out to me, or you are not getting the most excellent service that you expect, please reach out to me. That's what I'm here for, is to help you and serve you, because we want your business, right? We want to earn it. We want to do the best that we can. So that's my only job, to make you guys happy. So I'm talking to Jeff tomorrow in the Savannah area about ways to brainstorm and serve their market better. So if you are in different markets and there's a product that's really important to you, let me know. Anything. I'm happy here to serve you. Thank you.
Thanks, Lee. That was awesome. Next up is Lindy Blanchard, from our Director of Operations. She's gonna let you guys know what's going on with .loop and everything else in operations.
Lindy, I think you're muted.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Good morning. Glad to see everybody on here. I am Lindy Blanchard, Director of Operations for North Group Real Estate. I could also be considered your liaison for all of your sister companies. So if you have questions and not sure who to reach out to, you're welcome to reach out to me and we'll help get you directed there. So my team and I are responsible for the back-end operations of the company. Your monthly billing, your .loop review, your commission payments, your 1099 processes, everything that's part of back of the house is something that I manage for the company. I'm also a broker for a couple of the offices as well. So primarily though, my job is to make sure that you guys get your loops processed. We remain compliant for all of the real estate commissions for each state, and that you guys get paid quickly. So we use .loop and we have a review process. There's some loop notes there, and we could probably drop those. I can drop those down in the chat for you as well. The newest copy that I just updated yesterday, and I'll put those down in the chat for you. So those are there. You can also find them in the Hangout, so in the file section there. It goes over some notes that help you navigate .loop. It also provides you with a list of the documents that are required when you submit a file. This is what we are looking for. I would like to point out that the word optional in .loop is not applicable to North Group. Even if it says optional in .loop, please refer to this list. This is what we are looking for to make sure that you are compliant with the company and with the Real Estate Commission. Keep in mind that your compliance affects all 1,015 agents that we have in the company. So we want to make sure everybody's good to practice real estate. So there's a list of those documents that you can use. I also take care of the Tuesday tidbits and the monthly newsletter and most of the communication in the Hangout. That's a great source of information, so make sure that you're a member of that, like Aaron mentioned earlier. Let's see, Aaron, what else did you want me to go over? No, our group emails. Group emails are a way to reach the entire team. Most of our team works remotely, and most of them are part-time. So they may work at 2 in the morning, they might work at 5 in the afternoon, or they might be in the office from 10, 8 to 5. So depending on what your need is, there's a group email so that you can reach everybody on staff, and whoever is available will respond to you as quickly as possible. I am already included on these emails, so if you need something, I do monitor these to make sure that you're getting a response. But of course, I am available if you need further assistance, so you're always welcome to reach out to me directly. But please use the team, that's what they're there for. As Scott will tell you, one of my biggest things is delegation. So this is my way of making sure the team is helping me do everything that I do to help make this a great company for you guys to be a part of. So always available for questions. If you guys need me, please reach out to us. Got
Thank
anything
you.
else on there for me, Aaron?
No, thank you, Lindy. There are a few questions coming in. Is there a way to charge to us if an attorney wires our commission? Not sure what that
So
means.
that wire fee is already listed on your agent disbursement form. There is a $20 incoming wire fee, and that is listed on the agent disbursement. We deduct that from the commission when we process your payment for you.
Thanks, Lindy. All right, guys. So
You're welcome.
it's breakout time now, and we're going to give this a go. As we said, we're going to go through all our sister company information. So I hope this was very helpful for you. In our breakout session, which defines the mastermind part of everything, we are going to introduce ourselves, talk to each other. We're all in different markets. The goal is that we are providing support to each other. No matter what market you're in, you've had a different experience. You have come from different places. And it's important that we share what challenges we're going through so that other people can provide ideas for us. Today, I just want you to introduce yourself, get used to using the breakout rooms. We're going to do it for about 20 minutes. When you go into your breakout room, someone lead and start introducing yourselves, tell what market you're in. Then discuss challenges. What are we seeing right now with challenges in getting new clients? What is working? How are you getting new clients? How are you closing deals or possibly getting those pre-approvals? What are you seeing that's working for nurturing or maybe networking in those aspects? I will be popping in rooms, so don't feel like you have to stop if that happens. Remember, the breakout rooms are not recorded, so talk freely. We are going to break out into about 15 different rooms at this time. So all right.
comment? Now what happened?
Well, guys, I hope that you enjoyed chit-chatting with each other in the breakout rooms. I got to drop in every single room, and there was a lot of valuable information being shared. It was actually very heartwarming. I appreciate your time this morning and joining the very first online mastermind. There will be another one in December. Please wear your reindeer ears or your little snowman hats, but there will be more information to come. The next mastermind, we will have assigned groups where you get to pick the topic of room that you join. I'm very excited to host that one. I just want to leave you with a thought today. Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is success. I hope that you enjoyed today's first mastermind online, and I look forward to getting to know you all better. Are there any questions to close today with?
Hey, for everybody who's in my group, sorry, I cut off. I hit the wrong button.
Learning curves, Scott Wilkins.
I hit the wrong button right in the middle of a sentence. So sorry about that.
It happens. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you have a great day, and we will get the slides out and some PDFs to support.
Thank you.
Thank you.